Hey lads, welcome to day 43 of my series to get to 2100 on chess.com. I have some really bad news that I just wanted to say before I start this video. I played this past week Chess, who's a small chess YouTuber, and we played two games. One game we were going to release on my channel and one game on his channel. However, the footage for my game on my channel accidentally got deleted. I tried to do a system restore on my computer and everything to get it back, but I wasn't able to recover it. One of the games he won and one of the games he lost. I'm not going to tell you which game he won or which game he lost and which one is posted on his channel, but do go over and watch it. He put a lot of work into editing the video, and I know it would mean a lot if a bunch of people saw this video and came over to his channel and subscribed. So go support him. Again, I am really sorry about that, but there's actually nothing I can do. Anyway, let's jump into some online games today. I'm sitting at 1906 after yesterday's video, so let's see what we can do. We are playing a 1906, the same elo, somebody from India, and we have a Caro Kann on the board. And this may be the Tartakar. It is not. It is the mainline Caro Kann. And this version of the Caro Kann, I like to push the pawn. And it's under attack, but it's defended by my rook. So everything is okay. Now, I also think pushing this pawn, if he takes the pawn, the queens can come off, and this pawn can push, and some stuff can happen. But maybe just putting my knight here first, or maybe my queen here first. Oh, wait. I'm trying to remember. Knight here looks at this pawn, and if he pushes, we just take here, and then maybe the queen can come in at some point. No, I don't remember. Okay, let's try to just play this with developing the bishop. I don't think developing the bishop is wrong. I'm going to put the bishop here because we're going to be able to trade off a piece for the bishop, because he's got two knights there, and my bishop's always the bad piece. So we're able to potentially trade this bishop off. I mean, we will trade it off. I mean, if he kicks us, we trade or whatever. So I can take here, his queen or his bishop recaptures. However, we can also just retake with knight. He is looking here. If I push the pawn, can he then kick me here? Here, and I take. Here, he kicks me here. We just drop back. I'm okay sitting back here. Let's just play the pawn forwards, e6. And I've spent about 2 minutes already. I do not need to be spending this amount of time. I could have taken here, and if the queen recaptured, we would have won a pawn, but he would have recaptured with bishop, which is why I went against this. I don't know. I don't know if it was correct, but yeah, taking here, bishop taking, just doesn't seem all that good for me. I'd rather him waste time trying to deal with this piece. Okay, so now he's wasted some time. I'm going to kick. I'm sorry, not kick, take. He's recaptured. And I can come here with the queen looking here, but he's got this move. So I think I'll just develop my knight here. If I take here, he's going to recapture, which is not ideal. But this move seems like it's made some weaknesses for him. I don't know. This move with the knight seems very appealing. Just putting the knight here. I'm going to go for it. And if we get the knight here and even a queen here looking at this pawn, it's only defended by the bishop. And maybe we can attack this pawn with another piece as well. Okay, so my knight's just going to sit here. Looks like a beautiful square. He can't castle this way. His king's very weak right now. We have a check. He defends. We have a check here. He probably goes to this one. We also have f6. This doesn't work because we have two pieces defending, but f6 kicks this piece. And then maybe the knight can come here, or the bishop comes here. I think we need to get the our knight over to this square or this square just to take this pawn. And here, if he takes, that's fine. But I'd like to take this pawn off. So let's try to route my knight around to this square. And I'm down to 4. I've used 4 minutes. It's not ideal. If I can come to this square, it seems quite good for me. And I should probably castle kingside. I have made a lot of moves, which, you know, I've made a lot of moves with the same pieces. Like, I feel like I've moved this piece a bunch and this piece a bunch, but he's also only got 2 pieces developed, so. Okay, and I can come here now. Or maybe I check here. No, let's go here. He's gonna take. Or defend. Or not, or defend here. Defending there. We have that move. Okay. The knight can also come to this square, which is another amazing square. I mean, it's good here, but it's just as good here, and he never can kick it with a bishop on this square. I want to keep my knight. It's very powerful. And I'm going to put the bishop here and kick this knight and maybe win this pawn. I do need to get my king castled, so I think bishop moving on the next turn. Queen here, looking at this. I think his queen's going to move so that he's able to castle. And we'll get our rook over to the c file. His queen did move. Protecting this pawn. Maybe here, take. We take this one. Here, take. We don't win. I just saw this tactic. I should have thrown the check in earlier because of this. Take, and maybe, yeah, I don't know. You go here and here. I think I should move the bishop. Let's put the bishop here. I want to go here. he jumps back. And then maybe we take here. So let's set this up. He's got this move. You can come here with the queen. But maybe he can't defend on these squares after f5. I think we're just winning his knight. He shouldn't have come in. He should have gone back away somewhere. And then we just win the pawn. I mean, not even. He's defending it. Yeah, this was a blunder. Because he can't come here, we eat. Here, we eat. These squares he can't come to. I guess he has this one, does he? He doesn't, because we take here. He retakes. We don't take here because he takes here. Okay, so he can take this pawn. So taking this pawn is really his only move. Yeah, he has to take this pawn. I didn't even see that at first. Okay, so he takes the pawn. And there's only one defender of this piece. So we remove the defender by taking this away. He then gets a new defender. We take this pawn. And we're probably going to just castle and walk our king over. Get our rook here and look at this. With a bishop on this file. I don't know. I want my king to be safe. Which is why I would castle. But we'll just go for this. We can even go here. Take, take. We win this one. We take and he takes with queen. We take, take, and we win this one. Yeah. He's also looking at this one, though. I mean, I am defending, but he wins a rook back there. Not ideal. So here, here. Or we just come here. But then he wins this rook. I do have a passed pawn. Maybe we need to play here so that this pawn is pinned and we can target this one. Here, here, here. Okay, I don't know. Also just go here. He's going to have to defend this pawn, and how does he do it? He doesn't have any squares to go to defend it. Is this really the only square? Take, take, here, here. Take, take, here, here, here. You can't take because I win here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. However, he can push it. But our king's quite close. Tick, 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 tick. Let's just go here and defend till we get our king over, and then we go for this. Here, 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 here. I think so. Now we win this one. This one's going to pass. I've got to advance. I also can just move the king in. If I move the king in, it has to go here. Can't come here. If he checks me, I go here. Threatening this. And he can't check me here. Here, he has to move his rook or his king. So let's... Here he goes up with check, and then here. Then check here. Here. I think it's better to move my king up closer. We take here. Just gonna go here. He should have moved over here so he had a check on me. GG. Yes, that's good. One win, more to come. Happy days. 87.6, and my opponent played with a 79.6. So we actually kind of cooked him. That was fantastic. Okay, bringing the bishop out was correct. And when he attacked me, I should have brought it back. Not an intuitive move. And then he attacks me. And again, I should just keep the pin. I should keep the pin on the piece. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I'll do that in the future. I think my knight was just very powerful and annoying there. And I think I was thinking about the position fairly well. Yeah, here instead of kicking, I should have brought the rook. That makes a lot of sense. And then when he jumped in here... Oh, he could have defended with a pawn. That's an interesting... I didn't even see that move. And then here... just take it one step further and really trap the piece. So g5, he takes, I take, and he can't come here or here, and these squares are blocked. I should have considered that. I didn't consider it. I took this fairly quickly, like 2 seconds after he moved. All right, let's jump into game 2. Game 2, we're at 1914. A 1908 from India. He's played this weird move. This is like a French structure, and this is incorrect. We just go here, and now we play here. And he doesn't even have this, so we're threatening this move. If he takes here, if he pushes, I mean, he has to push. Take, take, take. I don't quite remember. Okay, now this is on the table. His queen is looking very dangerous here. He needs to play e5. The reason we played e3 here, by the way, was just for the bishop's protection, which we got. Okay, do we take, or do we take? Take. Yeah, so he can't recapture here. So maybe take and then push. I think we take. And now we have this position for the knight to jump in. So the bishop's going to have to sack himself. Okay, and in here, I think we can just defend with a4, can't we? I think so. a4. If we jump in here, he takes, we move up, but it doesn't look all that amazing. We also have this beautiful move. If queen in, we have a check here. Winning the queen, something. Check here, maybe. Take here or a4? Queen takes d5. Bishop e6 seems forced. Then I think check. Take the queen, knight takes, pawn takes bishop, and we have a rook and a bishop looking at a pawn on d6. If we go a4, and then we're threatening this. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to look after to see where I could have maybe gone wrong here, if I have gone wrong. But this looks very good for me. Okay, I'm going to check. Okay, let's just castle, because the rook deserves to be here. If we push, we are losing it. So maybe just pawn up and bishop here. Bit slow. I'm going to play the knight in first. He can't take it yet. And I think knight here. And I think I'm able to remove the defender, maybe one of the defenders of this pawn. Try to win this pawn. Gonna capture there. That isolates this pawn. That does not look good for him. Here he takes, we take, he takes. Is not great. I'm gonna go here. And then here, he has this move, but I can come here. I think I'm okay. Threatening to take here. Oh, that's interesting. This is bishops versus knights. I don't know. I'm only worried about my bishop being trapped, so I'm trying to avoid that. Is that a mistake? I can just win it, right? He can't defend it. He takes here. We take his rook. He takes my rook. I take his knight. He takes mine. So maybe here first. This move, we go here. Here, here. Here. If he goes back, then we take him. And if he goes anywhere else, we take the rook. That's how we do it. Yeah, because then we're winning the piece. We just got to check here. This moves wins the rook. So here. Wait, take here. He takes here. Knight back to here. And then goes back to here. And he's just won a pawn. Okay, I'm going to go for it, I guess. We'll just come back to here. And I actually think maybe we're trapping him. He comes here. He's got this square. Yeah, he can get out this way. So here, here. Can't really stop him getting to this one. He goes to one of these squares. Well, that's annoying. Can line up against the king though. He's going to take one of the bishops, I suppose. Okay, and if we take this way, maybe we can target this one. He's going to win this one though. Ugh. Yeah, we have to do this. He's found a way back in. What about here, 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 and then we go here? This knight actually has no squares at the moment. I haven't played this super well. Maybe just come here. And try to go here and win this one. Here, here. I don't want to trade. Here, here, here. And now we're going to target this one. If we go in, if I go here, he wins my rook with a check. Here, he wins the pawn. We have to go here. I think the position's drawn. We do have a passed pawn, though. As soon as I move, he goes here with check. Here, here, check, here, rook here, check, here, take, rook takes, king takes. Can't go here because he takes here. I offered to draw, but doesn't seem good. Take, take, here, take, here. Just gonna threaten this one. I'm an idiot. I can't believe I did that. Ugh. He just comes up here. He's just got to walk over this way. How does he not know this? It's annoying. I think I threw it right at the end there, but I could be wrong. I played with an 82.2. He played with an 89.6. I had such a good position here. Taking was correct. This whole thing was completely correct. And then this whole position just so good. I'm back here. Instead of moving the bishop here, I need to find this move. His best move here is knight c5, attacking the pawn. Then I can just go g2, attacking this one. This one's attacked, and this one's attacked. It just looks so good. Knight a b7. Can't take it because he's defending, but we can put the bishop on c7, attacking the rook. And he can't take here. If he does, we just win this piece. So basically take, and we win a piece. Yeah, just completely winning. Oh, that was a free win that I should have had. But that's okay. Game 3. A 1910 from Brazil. I'm going to cook Mr. En Passant. I'm going to cook him in a big cooking pot. Starting moves for the Jobava. We have a Jobava on the board. This is inaccurate. We just play this. We're defending. He's got to play this move. It's his only move. And now we go c3 so that there's no queen check. And now we go a4 to defend the knight doubly. And often they like to take here or develop the bishop to one of these squares. And I have studied this in my course. Usually they take here. Okay, so he's moved in here. It's very odd. I'm going to go here. Wait, I need to remember. Bishop here's a move, but here, I think we go here and here. And look at this. This is a very odd move. Why is this so odd? We can just take. I thought he was going to capture here. If we take and he recaptures, I think I'm feeling okay about it. But let's just put the bishop here, because I like this idea. Or even better, just put the queen here. The queen at the back on b1. Do we play all the way back, or do we put the... I think we just play back to here, and the queen goes to b1. From what I remember, this is a very strong diagonal. I should be able to take here, but I can't now. So he's got this annoying move in. We could set up a nasty discovery on the king. And this move take. And the queen protects. Okay, this is all getting a bit wild. Let's develop before we do anything crazy. Or is he just going to win this with the queen here? Let's try this. We don't want him to get 2 attackers on the pawn before we can do anything. So he wants to come here. This move works. Here, he goes here. Here he goes here, we go here. He takes. We take. His knight's stuck. And we're threatening this with a nasty checkmate or something. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. This looks really nice. He's gonna take this pawn. I'm just going to put my queen on c2. Then he's going to take here. I'm going to go here. And his knight can't come here. Oh, he didn't. Suppose if his queen moves, we can just take the knight. What about here, here? We take here. Yeah, I'm threatening this. This just gave me an extra pawn. I'm more happy with this than what I had before. Getting a knight developed and a king castle would be a bit of a dream here. And taking here, like we have two attackers here, looks very nice. But the real threat is queen c6. Okay, I can just take here. Take here. Rook comes in. He's very annoying, isn't he? Here, he goes here. We take here. Rook comes in. Queen here. Looking at this. Take here, rook here. Okay, let's try this. If the rook ever moves, we're grabbing a7 as well. I mean, it's going to move when I take on c4. This is wild. Everything's happening on the queen side. Right now, I'm targeting the knight on e4, so he has to defend it. He's got to come here, or he's going to take. Or he's going to take. Because this defends too. Did my light just flick off in the background? Oops. I didn't have that set. Don't know. Well, you're gonna have to enjoy my my light off. It's because my lizard has a timer on his lamp. So you all know that it's 10:30 p.m. for me right now. His lamp goes off at 10:30 p.m. and it also flicks that light off up there. The lizard is going to sleep. So I better win this game and then just stop recording, real quick. So he can snooze. So he can snooze. So Mr. Chess can have a snooze. So I'm just wondering here. Okay, so he did take. I'm going to take here. Rook comes here. Oh, we don't have this move. That was my whole goal. I wanted to come here, but I didn't see the knight. So this move is the one I'm going to have to play. Defending the bishop. Also hitting a7. Did he really just take my bishop? It's kind of annoying. Oh, his queen's coming in. Knight here. Knight takes. King takes. Ooh. What's happening? That doesn't seem good. What was that for? Just to defend here? Gonna put the knight on f3 because this looks good and I can castle. And I would much rather have a safe king in this situation than getting rid of a knight and having my king on e2. So here, 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 or here, here, here. I don't care if he takes his pawn. I think I should just castle. Or maybe I go here. Let's go here. Yeah, let's do this. I want to defend this pawn, but I also want to keep castling as an option. He's going to castle too. I'm going to castle. He can't take here because we take. Development is more important. Okay. Check, takes, check, back. If our bishop was here, then check, take, check, back, queen, checkmate. Let's try it. He's going to go here, isn't he? Yeah, check, he goes here. Okay, this seems good. And also I have this file for my rook. He can't come to these squares. And he can't go this way. And he can't go here. So he's gonna go to this square or this square. Oh, he tempos my queen on that square. That's annoying. Here, anywhere he moves, like this wins my queen. That's really annoying that tempos my queen. That's very annoying. Okay, I'm gonna bring a rook over. What does that do? He's looking at this now. He wants to go here or here. Threatening to win this. He needs to defend it twice, so probably the queen here. Queen here, we have this. Maybe. Take, take. Queen here, we still can't win this because of the bishop. So queen here, maybe bishop here. Knight takes, we win here. Bishop here, queen takes, we take, take. We don't win here. I think I'm just going to double the pieces. Oh, okay. Here. He takes, we'll take with bishop. I'm trying to see, is there any way to like switch these pieces around and then go for this? Maybe. He's low on time. This is very intense. If his queen comes here, this is winning his queen. What does this do? Check here, take. That just trades everything off. Don't want to trade everything off. Let's go. I guess he's threatening this. That's what it does. Here. I guess we just move it, do we? Here, take. I'd rather trade stuff off. I'm also low on time. Also, check here. Maybe wins a bishop if he's not careful. Threatening here. Here, I don't win it. I do have this, maybe. Check here. Here. It's not good, is it? This is a repeated check, isn't it? It isn't because he's got this move. I want this to win this pawn. I'm cooked. Here. Now he's just winning this here. Just checkmate. I'm cooked. Maybe I can hide. He's got 9 seconds. Wow. Wow. Oh, we were cooked and we survived. Why did he take so long? That's crazy. Yeah, look at this guy. I mean, he's just winning the entire time. Let me check in Kanti's course what to do after bishop c6. I don't think it's a move in his course, but I'm going to just see. Okay, so I've just gone back to, this is sort of similar what happened in the game. In the game, he played this bishop to d7 first. So we can actually just pull up the analysis here. So this move, and then I played here, and then he played this weird move. So I believe here we could just play g4. But in his course, he talks about the variation with moving the dark squared bishop first. So this is his variation, moving the dark squared bishop, and then I go a4, and then he says castle. And the ideal placement for the bishop, it sits on the diagonal. We want to go to, for checkmate, and it's not obstructing any of our pieces, a scope. So we play the bishop to d3, and then bishop d7 because they want to try to annoy this knight. It's the most common move. It develops a piece and they want to play bishop takes b5 followed by c4, pushing here. So that's what happens. g4, this scores the best and it's one of our favorite moves to make. We love going g4, g5, and sometimes we get queen h5 in, which is queen up here. After g6, we can go queen h6, h4, h5 and go for mate. So here I'm supposed to play g4. And this is the idea I didn't play. However, it was a wee bit different. His king was still in the middle and the bishop wasn't on e7 because he did the whole light squared bishop first, which is just a different sort of thing. Maybe if I had played g4, could have worked. But there are some variations here where he pushes, it says to push the pawn and the queen comes back to b1 and the bishop on c2. But it's a bit different. So if I go back into chess.com here, after this move, g4 would be the move I want to play in the future. c4 stops the bishop getting active. The only reason I wouldn't play g4 is because I can't get the bishop active. So maybe playing the bishop here first, just so I can have it, and then here, and then we play back to c2. The engine says c2 is slightly better. Queen on b1. So c2 here. Let's say he goes here, then we go g4. And I'm kind of into a familiar position, castle, and I'm just going to go g5 if he castles, which he's not going to do. I can also go h4, g5. But this is kind of more of what I should have played with, the g4 push and the h4 push. I need to remember these pawn pushes. I just forgot about them. And we just got so focused on everything on this side of the board. It got really kind of ugly. But yeah, we still won the game. The most undeserved victory so far of the year, probably. But it's okay. I'm up to 1914, and I will see you lads very soon. Oh, and lads, go give Chess a subscribe. Links in description of this video. Bye for now.